Hello and welcome back for home skiing lesson part 2. In this lesson we're going to do the snow plough stop. For beginners, this is the easiest way to control your skiing. Beginning with the ski position that we did in the first part, what you're doing is imagining you're in your skis. Now lift up your feet and put them back down so that the toes are pointing inwards. So if you were in your skis, the ski tips would be about 8 inches apart at the front. At the back, they would be very wide. Now keep lifting your feet and go as wide as you can to see how far your anatomy will let you go. Ladies tend to have the advantage in this because their hips are designed, they're just a bit more mobile around the hips. While you're on carpet, make sure that you lift your feet and put them back down. If you were actually skiing, you could simply slide your feet apart. Slide your skis. On carpet, you can't do that. Don't even attempt it. You'll damage your knees. So lift your feet and do that. So you've formed this big V wedge situation. If you're on a gentle slope, the top of the hill's behind you, the bottom straight down, that's called the fall line. So you're going down the fall line with your skis flat, V shape. Go down that line. What's happening is all of the surface of the snow is coming up to meet the edge of your skis. This ski is being pushed that way. This ski is being pushed that way. Those two forces, opposing forces, slow you down. It's not an instantaneous reaction, so be patient and hold it, and it will get you there, slow you down to a comfortable speed. Then you will just simply slide your feet together, lift in this case, and then go quickly again, wide, together, wide, together. Now if the slope is steeper, this will not be enough to control your speed. In this case, what happens then is you twist your feet inwards like that, so that the inside edge of your feet, which are tightly contained in your boot, which is fixed firmly to your ski, so any movement of your feet is transferred immediately to the ski. You stand in that duck-legged position, knees together, so the edge of your skis is digging in much more firmly into the surface of the slope, providing much more resistance to slow you down. Now when you twist your feet in, as I said, your knees get this knock-kneed position like a duck. You would use that in addition to the twisting of your ankle. So it starts with the twisting of the ankle. Also deliberately push your knees together. Deliberately force down your weight from your hips onto your knees so that you're providing the maximum effect onto the edge of your skis. Your weight and strength is pushing onto the edge of your skis. Now the edge of your skis is a steel strip, razor sharp. Don't go sliding your fingers over a ski edge. So they dig in and provide this extra resistance to slow you down. So on beginner slopes, you've got enough knowledge there to control your speed. So you dig in, straighten up, dig in like that. Now, as you go down the fall line in a snow plough position, you will find that you veer one way or the other, almost certainly. This is because you've got some bias in your body. It's either one leg is stronger than the other, you're applying more weight to one leg than the other. It could be the anatomy of your ankle. One ankle is able to dig in much better than the other. And this is going to haunt you all the way up, every level as you progress. you will find that you can turn much better one way than the other. Nothing to worry about, just learn from the beginning how to compensate. So as you're skiing down, if you're going that way, with your edges applied, if you're going that way, then try to twist this ankle harder so that you get that straight. Make sure that you're feeling the weight on the big toe joint and the heel. Make sure there's no weight at all on the little toe joint in that tripod of pressure I mentioned. And adjust, so apply more pressure there or ease off on this angle or move your weight one way than the other. You would just learn to adjust. It's a normal process. It's quite fun actually, working out what's wrong. But just be aware of the possibilities and how you can control it. It's going to mean going down a nice gentle slope many times, experimenting. Find out where your strengths are and your weaknesses. It's a really fun part of skiing, getting to know your own limitations and strengths. So that's the snow plough position. One thing I want to add on to that is be determined. Don't just do it gently like that. Have it in your mind that you are in charge of your skis. There's no place in skiing for sloppiness. You have to have a strong mental attitude to be able to control your skis and your movements. Be determined. The slope is not smooth velvet. It's hollows, it's bumps, there's lumps of ice, bumps of snow. You have got to have your skis firmly in mind that you're in charge. So when you practice applying this edge, turn your foot, dig in your knees, get those hips, feel the weight pushing down into the ground. And to finish from there, I want to go on with an extra exercise like I did on the first lesson. On the first lesson, you were just moving your weight from one foot to another with the weight equal on each foot. This time, imagine you're in the skiing position applying edge and do the same. Press down, feel the weight, twist your foot, move your knee, get your hip down into it, let that weight sink down onto that edge. Just do one after the other. So instead of all three pressure points being applied to your feet, it's just the two inward ones at an angle. But every time you apply it, be determined. Feel that edge digging in. Don't forget the skiing position, hands up, body relaxed. Shoulders relaxed, pointing the same way all the time. And you will soon feel the burn, and you will be building within yourself habits that are going to make you fly through the skiing school. With a little bit of practice on your own in the afternoons on a nice gentle slope, you're going to benefit from these exercises enormously. Keep doing them. And that's enough for lesson 2. Thank you very much.